Hey everyone, this is That Positive Temtem Guy, back at it again with some battles. Today I'm battling against Remidis. Keep in mind that the game version I'm playing is 2.7 alpha. Things are subject to change from now until early release. Remidis and I both start with Rise, a wonderful fire Temtem that slows the enemy team's speed one stage. I also start with Grandpa, my special attack sweep. His Calibus is strong against my Rise, but my Grandpa can almost one-hit KO it. I predict he'll swap here, and I'll punish whatever is about to come in with a Hypoxia. In case he doesn't swap, I hedge my bet by swapping in Gazuma, my electric wind-natured Temtem. I predict his Calibus swapping correctly, although I didn't expect another bulky water Temtem. The Piranha can tank the wind stab much better than Calibus though. He predicts that my Rise will swap out correctly, and swaps in his Crystal, a crystal-natured Temtem that acts as a support tank. Here I should mention a few things about Remidis. Remidis really enjoys playing stall teams and actively swaps out his Temtems a lot. Because I've played him twice beforehand, I use this information to my advantage. I assume he's going to keep the Crystal in because he really loves buffing up his other Temtem with the Crystal. I'm not sure what the Piranha is going to swap in for, but I assume it's not going to be a bulky water, so I throw out a Noxious Bomb just in case it's a nature Temtem. In comes his Rise, further slowing both of my Temtems. My Noxious Bomb isn't going to do much to Rise, especially since Gazuma is a special attack-based Temtem. My Mastion is in a good position right now. The Crystal is weak to fire, so his choice is to take a lot of damage or swap it out. It also walls Rise's damage. I know he runs with two bulky water Temtems, so my Gazuma is too important to me to take damage from the Rise. I swap my own Rise in instead. At this point in the series against Remidis, I know my priority is to take out both of his water Temtems. The way I'm going to do this is by baiting them out as often as I can by swapping in both of my fire Temtems. I know they'll only take half of the damage from my fire hits, but if I can whittle them down slowly like this, he won't be able to set up his stall efficiently. We're going to try to catch him here with a double swap into Grandpa and Gazuma. My prediction is that Rise is going to swap out for either Crystal or another bulky water Temtem. He reads my swap, but assumes I'm going to take out a nature Temtem and hits my Grandpa with Toxic Ink. Feels bad. Rise, being walled, uses Roar, which lowers the attack of my two special attack Temtems by one stage. I've cleared the hold on my Grandpa's ability Tornado, and I'm going to use that onto Rise. I want to eliminate the Rise, so he's forced to take out his bulky waters as a defense against my fire Temtems. My Gazuma doesn't have enough damage to take out the Rise, and unfortunately my Grandpa dies here. Cernief comes out for the revenge kill. I'm honestly not sure what he'll do, stay in or swap out, but my goal isn't to do big damage at the moment. I'm going to kill both of his Temtem if he stays in, or I'm going to set up to do damage in about 2 turns. I fire off my Water Cutting Lily and Chain Lightning as I scout for a good time to take out my Mastion and Rise. Remidis takes out his Cernief and Cheryl, 2 Temtems that can easily take both techniques. This is a type of low offense, high defense that I've come to expect from him. This is exactly the opportunity that I've been waiting for. I have 2 of his Temtem out that are weak to fire. I'm going to swap in my 2 fire Temtem now. I'm predicting that Cernief uses a Water Cutting Lily and Cheryl just buffs something. I'm not too concerned. Perfect! Both of his Temtems stay in. I was worried that he would read my play here and take out both of his water Temtem. If he decided to do that, I would have had to start this whole cycle all over again. Talk about exciting. This is the huge moment we've been waiting for. I'm going to slam both of his Temtem with 2 huge fire moves. The damage is going to be insane. There's absolutely no way anything is going to be able to survive this onslaught of meteors and tornadoes. His waters are about to get fried like the fish they are. Here it comes. Are you ready? Okay, so I might have been exaggerating the amount of damage that would be going out there, but believe it or not, that was exactly what I was hoping for. The Calibus can't survive another hit from any Temtem now, and the Piranha is in range of dying to my Gazuma. I realize now that his Rise is very low HP, so low that even a hit from one of my nature Temtems will kill it. My 2 nature Temtem have no counters on his team at this point, so I swap them both in. Saku, having high HP and a nature advantage, soaks up the water, no pun intended. I'm gonna go on the offensive here and use a WCL from Cernif and Allergic Spread from Saku. He won't let me kill both of his Temtem here, but that's okay. We'll do some damage onto whatever comes in and set our Fire Tem up one more time. He brings out his Sherald and a Kinu. Kinu is a Cleric Temtem and has access to great healing techniques. I consider Kinu, and Cernif for that matter, a huge threat. At this point, you already know what I'm about to do. Obviously, we're bringing out the boys. Technically, Mastion's a female, but you get it. Rise comes in once more, scaring the Sherald and Kinu, and lowering their speed one level. Remidis plans for this and throws out a Hypnosis on my Rise, sleeping it for 2 turns, while Sherald takes the opportunity to buff the Kinu. I fear that Kinu will revitalize the Calibus or Piranha next turn. My Rise is asleep, so it doesn't matter what he chooses to do, but my Mastion is going to use Meteor Swarm, preventing the Calibus from swapping in and punishing both Sherald and Kinu if they stay. To my surprise, nothing is swapped in and Kinu uses Beta Burst, dealing some nice damage to Mastion. My Mastion's Meteor Swarm does about 75% of Kinu's health and tickles the Sherald some. I call that a good trade for me. At this point, we have team and squad advantage. I launch a Fire Tornado and Embers at the Kinu. I hope the Embers kill Kinu and the Tornado is rerouted to Sherald, but just in case, both are targeted at Kinu. I can't believe my eyes, a Cernif is coming in. The Cernif takes the Embers, takes the Fire Tornado, and it's killed in 1 turn. Having no target, Sherald's Stonewall misses, and this turn I basically kill the Temtem for free. The Piranha comes in for his Cernif. I swap out the boys after a job well done and bring in Saku and Gazuma for some coverage. The Gazuma was a poor choice to swap in. It takes a Noxious Bomb and a very effective Priority Crystal move. My plan is to use Allergic Spread and Chain Lightning, dealing a bit of damage to both enemy Temtem. I don't want him to be able to swap in anything. His Rise comes in, slowing my team, but dying in the process. I end up trading my Gazuma for it, however. At this point in the match, my Gazuma is my least useful Temtem though. I think about what Temtems he has left. His Calibus, Piranha, and Kinu will all die to my Cernif and Saku, so I choose my Leafy boy. His Piranha comes out and I know a WCL will kill it. My Saku poisons the Sherald, finally starting to do some damage to it. I've learned to leave Sherald alone and force my opponent into what I consider a 2v1. With our big advantage, I'm going to stop narrating the remainder of this match. In case you're wondering why I don't use the original audio, I captured these battles on my stream, where I use music that YouTube will immediately flag for copywritten content. I'd rather create a narration than have you listen to a muted video. Remidis would like for me to mention that his team was not complete during the making of this video. I'm excited to verse the completed team. I don't consider myself a master Temtem battler. Please remember that this content was created to show off the current state of alpha and competitive battling. I have more videos coming soon. Some videos might not have narration. Let me know if you prefer it or you're fine without it, because it can save me many hours. If you're interested in more content, show me support by subscribing here on YouTube and dropping my stream a follow. Both are free. Links are in the description. Until next time, stay positive, stay productive, peace out.